What's up, y'all? I am Raffinée, and we are here together for another Too Busy Tuesday. I'm so excited. Today is March the 8th, and it is International Women's Day today. Now, one of the things that I love just about Too Busy Tuesday is that I get an opportunity to share with y'all something from my world that I've decided I'm too busy for. Now, before I jump into the topic for tonight, I have to tell y'all this. This past weekend, I got the opportunity to go and support one of my colleagues at her 2 day symposium. Y'all, and I had the people in the room giving me their too busies. It was so wonderful. I had such a great time. And what I told them, and that I don't think I've ever said here, but I think it's important that I say here, is that just because my too busy has a little neck action, a little hand grab, doesn't mean that yours has to. So if you decide that you are too busy for something, it needs to have your personality on it. It needs to have your flair and your flavor to it because that's what makes it authentic. That's what makes it genuine. And so for me, it's like too busy with a little hand grab. I don't know if y'all saw my hand, but it's like too busy. That's mine. But yours might look very different. And that's the great thing about this. You get to pick and you get to choose. Now, if this is your first time joining us for Too Busy Tuesday, let me tell you a little bit about what this time is. So, this is my series where I get to share something that I've decided I no longer have time or energy for. Now, some of these things are things that I'm still working on and that are still in process. Some of these things are more hard and fast and that I am for definite like way too busy. Now, the disclaimer I like to give is that just because I'm too busy for something does not mean that you have to be too busy for it. The beautiful thing about all of this is you get to pick and choose if you want to be too busy. Now, sometimes I'll discuss something, you might be like, yeah, I'm too busy for that as well. And there may be other times where you're like, Raffinée, I'm actually not too busy for that. I have time for that. I have energy for that. And go for it. Just because I'm too busy for it does not mean you have to be. And I just am looking forward to the opportunity to be able to share kind of some of the things that I have decided I don't have time or energy for over the years. So, whether you're watching us on Facebook, joining us on YouTube, if you're listening to this, thank you so much for joining. So, I'm going to jump into the topic for today. So, when it comes to competing with other women, to that I say, y'all, way too busy. Okay? I'm giving all the next action, all the hand grabbing because I do not have time nor energy to be competing with other women. So, today on International Women's Day, I thought it was fitting to talk about this because one of the things that I have seen be true is that there can sometimes be quite a bit of competition. And I'm going to speak specifically between women because I am a woman. I can't speak about men versus women or men versus men. Only thing I'm going to speak about is for me as a woman. I have seen that there sometimes can be this competition with other women. And I've decided I'm too busy for that for a lot of different reasons. One, because I see that there's space and there's opportunity and there's a lane for all of us to be, that we can bring all of our gifts, all of our talents, all that we have to share with the world, and there not have to be this competition. So I've mentioned before, and some of you may not know this, but I participated in a coaching program. So from August of last year of 2021 to January of 2022, I did this coaching program. And there were 12 other women in the coaching program with me, not including my coach. And one of the things I love about my cohort is that we were all in there. And some of us had similar topics, some of us had very different topics. There was no competition, y'all. It was so much love and support and encouragement and rooting one another on. And it was a beautiful thing to see because it became a topic of discussion for us at various points along the way. How, man, like it feels so good to be in this group with all these other women and there not being any competition. It wasn't like I'm trying to one up you, I'm trying to be better than you, I'm going to be the best speaker. It's like, no, there's so much love, there's so much support. And I think competition sometimes doesn't allow us the opportunity to really see the genius, to really see the expertise, to really see the jewel that other people are. And so I have decided that I'm too busy for competing with other women. Also, y'all, I think I also am too busy for competing with other people because I don't have to know everything. I am so grateful that we have all of us out here because we do all have different skills and different knowledge and different levels of expertise. I love being a therapist. Now, the reality is, if somebody asked me to come be their lawyer or be a teacher, I would be like, I mean, no. That's what it will boil down to. It would just boil down to no, thank you. Because I know that that's not what I'm best suited to do. I am best suited to sit in the therapy room and be one on one with my clients and help support them on their journey. I am best suited to equip parents and mentors and other influential adults in the lives of teens to begin to bridge that communication gap. I am best suited to help people understand about their emotional experience and have a healthy appreciation for their emotional experience. I am best suited to help people with establishing boundaries, with understanding what the purpose of boundaries is, and then how do I go about actually implementing these things. So those are things I know to be true about Raffinée. And I would pose the same question to you. Like, what is it that you're best suited for? What is it that you have expertise or knowledge about that you can bring and share to the world? Now, you might be watching this and you might be like, well, Raffinée, I'm not a woman. You can answer that question too. You don't have to be a woman. My focus, though, for me during this discussion is I'm too busy to compete with other women. The reality is, though, all of us have gifts, talents, skills, expertise that we can bring to the world that can be beneficial and that we can share, and that we don't have to be in this like fighter competition to one up you, to be better than you, to show you who I am, as much as just to like walk comfortably and like feel good in whatever my lane is, and not feel like, for me, it's not feeling like I also have to have these skills that this other person has too to make me better. No, like I can really live and appreciate and thrive in these areas where I am best suited. And so that's my encouragement for y'all today, is to think about like, are you too busy to be competing with other people versus choosing to kind of stay in your lane, stay in your area of expertise and the giftings that you have, and really having an appreciation for those things. You know, for so long, I found myself wanting things that I saw that other people had, wanting to be where they were, wanting to get these gifts and skills. And I'm not saying it's not okay for us to grow. It is definitely okay for us to continue to grow in our skills and our knowledge. What I don't think was okay and healthy for me was desiring these things and not appreciating the things that I did have already. I found myself wishing to have different skills and like not really wanting to thrive in my skills. And now, at this point in my life, I am able to really walk in the gifts and the talents that I have and enjoy those things and like excel at those things and knock it out the park in those things and bring my A game in those things all the time. Okay. So I hope that y'all will join me next week. For those of you that are new here, my goal is to keep Too Busy Tuesday to about 10 minutes. Sometimes I go a little under, sometimes I go a little over, but the goal is about 10 minutes. So I hope that y'all join me here again next Tuesday, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. Peace.